Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Nate's Reviews. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Adidas Nite Jogger. I'm going to show you guys around the shoe, go over the pros and cons, and how it's held up after about a year of wear. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you around the shoe. To start off, we have a full-length Boost midsole. This is super comfortable. You'll hear me talk about it a bit more. On the bottom, there's quite a bit going on here actually. We have, you can see a little bit of the Adidas logo right here. It's a little worn out because obviously I've worn these for a while. We have some gum right here, like some gum outsole, some black, some gray. There's a bunch of stuff going on here, and then this is translucent, like a little bit translucent for the main part of it. Not as translucent now because it's pretty dirty, but yeah, so it looks good. Right here, this is kind of to keep your heel in place. This part of the shoe. It's kind of like it's a very stiff rubber. It's not a plastic, so it feels super comfortable. You don't notice it too much. Just kind of keeps your heel stabilized. Here we have some suede here, and also at the front right there. That's all the suede, or also on the tongue too. We have some suede. So yeah, that's all the suede on the shoe. On here we have there's quite a few pieces where there's of the shoe where there's 3M. I'll explain that a bit later in the video. But here this is a really nice ripstop material. It kind of reminds me of almost what they use on sailboats for their sail. It looks really cool. That's one of my favorite parts of the shoe. Part of the reason why I bought it actually. Right here is this kind of faux leatherish material, I'd say. Here is some super rough mesh. As you guys can see, it's pretty rough. I'll try to, yeah, so you guys can hear that. Yeah, so that's that part. Up here just have standard. It's nothing special on this part of the shoe. For like the heel area of the shoe, it's a little bit padded, as you can see. Not too much padding, but it's super comfortable there. Around the rest of the shoe, it's just the ripstop, so there's not too much padding around, if any at all really. It's pretty comfortable inside. You don't really notice it. You kind of just feel the boost, and then this back part really on your foot, so you don't notice too much. Yeah, then we're gonna move back here. This is kind of a weird part of the shoe actually. It gets pretty dirty. That's one part of this part I don't like. It's kind of like a weird netting material almost. I have honestly no clue what this is. I've never seen this used on an Adidas shoe before. But yeah, you can kind of hear it. It's kind of a weird material. I'll zoom in a little bit. It picks up dirt very easily in all these small holes. It's kind of hard to clean too. For over here, yeah, we have suede going all the way around the whole toe box area. Yeah, so we see some more suede here. We have that kind of swoosh here with a 3M there. Yeah, guys, so you have obviously more boost on this side. It carries throughout the whole shoe. Then on the tongue, we have, this is another one of the reasons why I bought this shoe, is the exposed foam. I think it looks super good how they did this. It kind of reminds me of like the off-white Nikes a little bit. I think that's probably where they got the inspiration. But I think it just looks awesome, especially on the shoe, because it's kind of almost like a retro shoe, so it kind of brings it back to the old Adidas days where they didn't really have the technology to fill that in yet. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna do a quick little 360. You can see how the bottom part of the shoe, it carries up onto the front past the boost right there. Yeah, I'll do a full 360. Yep, and then from the top of the shoe, you can see how it looks. The insole, just some standard Adidas. Just kind of nothing too special. Just says Adidas and like a bunch of different fonts or whatever. Nothing crazy. Got the size tag. This is size 11. One thing I noticed when I was actually reviewing this for you guys, it kind of reminds me almost of like an old mattress or something. This tongue. You can see back there a little bit. It's kind of just, it's super padded, I noticed, and it kind of is in like sections. It's like stitched off here, stitched off there, and then it has all these really nice foam sections. Like the foam continues on through the whole tongue, so that definitely adds a really high level of comfort to this shoe. So yeah, guys, we're gonna hop right into the pros and cons. Alright guys, so we're going to be starting off with the cons of this shoe. So the first con, just to jump right in, I definitely have to say, my one thing that actually happened, this didn't happen too long into wearing this shoe. You can see right here on these little lace eyelets right here it actually ripped. And this is just off of normal wear. Like, I didn't try lacing these any different, but you can see on this one, as the third hole there. But on this one, it ripped right there. I didn't even lace it through there. That's just from normal wear. You can kind of see how it just tore open on that suede, really. You can also see, like, it's on the, like, the shoe's only $130, so it obviously doesn't have the best build quality. But in a few places, it's like, there's pieces of string kind of just coming off here. And it's, you can kind of tell it gets a little bit annoying, but it's not the biggest deal. My next con for this would definitely be how easily the ripstop on these parts, how easily it dirties and kind of holds dirt in. So you can see pretty much mostly on the inside for me. You can see, hopefully you can see how dirty that is. You can't really see it super good. But yeah, it's definitely pretty dirty there, and I've tried cleaning these. I mean, pretty much, like, there was a bit of mud right here on the inside. I tried scrubbing it with a shoe brush, like, you know, one of the cleaning kits, and it kind of just rubbed right in, and you couldn't really get the dirt out, and instead just kind of went in deeper a bit. So that's definitely another con for this shoe. Another thing, I would definitely have to say, this tongue, that you kind of have noticed, if you've noticed that I've kind of been propping it up throughout the video, and that's because when you watch other videos or see pictures of this shoe, you'll notice how this tongue always looks up, and it looks really nice. You can see the nice exposed foam there. I really like that part. But for me personally, whenever I'm wearing these, the tongue, it tends to just slide out of the way, and it really just sits like that especially when you're walking for a little while. So it doesn't really stay up there for me personally. I mean, I don't think it's just my shoe. It's probably a problem for everything. But yeah, it doesn't stay up there like it's supposed to, really. It would look a lot better with this up. And I'll find myself, like, once in a while, if I notice it, I'll have to maneuver it back up, but it'll just keep sliding back down to the side, and it'll end up kind of looking like that when you're walking. So that's definitely another con. Another one would definitely be these laces. Like, these laces are really cool. They're the 3M one. They're super reflective and stuff, but I don't know what they did. It's really not good quality. You can kind of feel on these laces. They feel super, like, almost plasticky. I've never felt another lace like that before. But one thing, like, it wouldn't be that big of a deal because you don't really touch the laces too much, because I just slip these on most of the time. But really, it's when I do tie these, it seems that the knot, it loosens super quickly just because of how plasticky it is. I'll rub the laces together just so you guys can hear it. It's kind of just a weird material. So they unloosen pretty easily. So it's just not a great thing about that. I think that's it for the cons. I mean, you can see it's a little bit dirty around here, but that's just from a year plus of wear. So I mean, you guys should expect it to be a little bit dirty. Obviously, it's not gonna be pristine or anything. You can see how it wears a bit, but it's not too bad. It looks, overall, I think, for, like, I wear these pretty much almost every day out. They look pretty good. Pretty, not new, but they look a little bit worn, but not too bad. So let's hop right into the pros. Alright guys, so now we're going to hop into the pros of this shoe. The first one I'm going to start with is the design of the shoe, just overall. It's kind of like a generic answer, or a generic pro, but honestly, just the design of this shoe I personally really love. Just like all the little elements they have of it, all the materials, it just looks really nice in my opinion. Just like every part of it, like from this to the suede, there's so many materials from here to here. It's a great shoe, especially with this exposed foam. I really like that part of it. Yeah, it just looks great overall. Another pro, I'd say 100% would have to be all of the 3M all over the shoe. I'll try to point out a few. I'll put some pictures on screen. But the laces, all 3M. This little, like, kind of swoosh thing right here, that's 3M. Not the suede, but like this part. And I believe the 3 stripes are 3M too. Yeah, but guys, there's quite a few 3M on this, and it's not overwhelming or anything. I'd say it's a perfect amount. Like if you're taking pictures with flash out at night or something, these look awesome. I think these are some of the best shoes to wear when you're taking pictures with flash, because it pops, but it's nothing crazy. Like your whole foot's not gonna light up. It's just gonna be a little bit in a few areas, but it just looks great. So I'll put some pictures on screen, what it looks like when it's lit up. Yeah, let's hop into the next pro. That would definitely have to be the comfort of this shoe. It's not an Ultra Boost, but it's definitely more comfortable than an NMD. It's like the Ultra Boost for some people, it's almost too much because you sink in quite a bit, and it's super cushiony, really comfortable in my opinion. But this is kind of the perfect everyday shoe because it has a perfect amount of cushion in my opinion. It's not an Ultra Boost where it's so cushiony you just feel like you're just kind of smushing down into it. It's still super comfortable. You still kind of move down into it a little bit, but it's just like that perfect amount of cushion that you want. Nothing crazy. The next thing would definitely have to be all the colors this shoe really comes in. If you don't like this color, there's I think 30 different colors of this shoe. They change up all the colors, all the elements of the shoe. They make it look completely different. Like they have ones with black boost, orange stripes, everything. So if you don't like this one, which I personally really do, because this kind of just goes with everything. It's a nice gray, different shades and tones of gray, and kind of like a beige color. But yeah, I think this looks really good. But if you don't like this, there's plenty of colors. And then the final pro would definitely have to be the price on this. For the shoe that you're getting with all this boost, full length boost, for $130, I'd say is a really good deal actually. It's not the cheapest that you can get, but for the design, I'd say it's a really nice design. They just had that collab with Ninja too, so it's getting more hype on it too. But you can still get this for retail anywhere, probably on sale actually, because it's been out for quite a while. But yeah, it's a good price for the shoe that you get. I mean, there are a few materials that feel a little bit cheap. Like, I mean, it's up to you really to determine if you think it feels cheap. But I'd say like this, it just doesn't feel super luxurious or anything. But especially with the laces, like I mentioned. But I mean, you kind of get what you pay for. Looks really nice. I mean, the materials are holding up. My only complaint is just definitely that one rip. But yeah, guys, that's the price. Good deal for these. Yes, let's hop into my on-foot review. Alright guys, so this is what the shoe looks like on foot. You can see from the sides. I'm going to do a 360 so you can get all the angles. I'll try to move around a little bit so you can see what I was talking about, how the tongue moves to the side a little bit. Yeah, you can kind of see it already, how it's kind of shifting off a little bit right here. It's kind of just moves over to the side like that. It's not supposed to be kind of sitting up like that a bit, but that's the angle, guys. Boost, super comfortable. These are a size 11, and they fit pretty true to size. I'll show the bottom. Actually, I haven't shown that. A little bit dirty, because I've worn these quite a bit, so yeah, guys. Alright, I'm going to pick the camera up, show you guys what it looks like from the top. You're looking down. You can kind of see the 3M a little bit on these. Yeah. I mean, I'll put some more pictures in so you guys can see what it looks like, but that's what it looks like from the top, guys. Alright. Alright guys, so for my final review of these shoes, I'd say to buy them, because if you like the design of the shoe, I'd say this is a great investment. I wear these almost every day, super comfortable to wear every day, great price point, loads of colors you can choose from. So I'd definitely say these are a great overall shoe. I mean, there's a few things like I mentioned, but overall, these are just a great shoe that you can wear pretty much every day. The one thing I'd recommend not doing in them is kind of physical activity. Like I've gone to the gym in these a few times. It's not horrible, but there's not really like range of motion. I wouldn't go running in these, even though they're called the Nite Jogger. I wouldn't run in them. You can kind of see they're pretty stiff, and it's a chunky shoe really. You can see from all the boost right here. It doesn't want to flex, as you can see from the bottom. It doesn't have any there's no flex points really, besides for I guess a little bit there, but not really too much. It's perfect daily shoe. So if you guys want to get it, so you can probably find it on sale. I'd say I think I've seen it for 90, 80 bucks before. You gotta look around for a good deal. So I think it's gonna be the review of the Adidas Nite Jogger, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.